Alright guys, welcome back to another Dying Light 2 video. In between videos I did go and farm up some things. I will be going over them as we get into the game. Okay, so here's a couple of tips whenever you start out. You can easily go and do these windmills that are marked green on the map, as well as these Night Runner hideouts. They'll give you additional experience, and it's a good way to farm without much difficulty at the beginning. From just those few things, I was able to find not only all those safe zones, but I also got some inhibitors, and they were just lying in a house. I didn't have to do anything ridiculous. I'm going to say I also recommend at the beginning of the game you focus as much on stamina as possible, as well as, in my opinion, for the stamina, we're severely limited at first, but a lot of the useful ones that you're going to be wanting are like the bar jumps, the double jump. These slide and slide jump are good if you're doing a lot of night runs and you have a tendency of getting caught and you're being chased. Uh, Tic Tac is really good, but you won't be able to get that till way later. Right now we're at firm grip. Even if we add these inhibitors, it doesn't really unlock that much. We're able to do bar jump at least. Melee combat, it's really up to you. I would always recommend doing the perfect parries and the dodges. The block projectiles is also really good. Got a couple of extra items from just running around. It really didn't take that much. If you're wondering on where you should try and put your armor and stuff, at the beginning of the game, I would try and focus on getting armor pieces that are going to give you stamina cost on parkour. It gives you a little extra boost to where you can do more of those windmills and stuff that allows you to get more experience. Also, there's this military airdrop out here. If you guys drop it in the comments, I can show you a simple way of getting up there. And it gives you military tech, which allows you to upgrade your tools and stuff as you go further into the game. All right, with all that covered, let's get into finishing this mission.
A little. The worst thing was they took all the equipment. couldn't have screwed it up more than you did.
Aiden!
What's going on?
Bevan's husband is dead. Julian's been accused of murdering him by poisoning his water.
Aiden, please, tell them it wasn't me.
You have an option right here of saying what's in it for me. It really doesn't give you anything, it just makes you come across as a jerk. So you can just go straight for the correct answer.
Julian is innocent. A viral fell into a supplier's storage tub. The guy drunkenly sold Julian contaminated water. It wasn't a murder.
You'd swear to that before the Bazaar Council?
Yeah,
Where's that supplier? He's going to stand trial in...
Marco... He's dead. I killed him.
And my job here is done.
It's okay. I forgive you. That scum Marco got what he deserved. Thank you, Aiden. Half of my flour is yours.
Yeah, the flour mixed with plaster.
Huh? No. Where'd you hear that? Oh, yeah, so once, but yeah, you know, it...
Now keep the plaster. Just pay me and we'll be even.
All right. I'll tell Bevan what happened.
And that's cheers completed. More valuables to sell.
This is
Let me check this. Okay, so we have the top, we need the middle.
my family a little shop.
I would also recommend getting the endurance booster as soon as possible. If you're doing a lot of night raids at first, then also get the UV bars. They could really save you, but since we're not getting really into that right now, I'm not going to bother buying it. I'm going to let my weapon wear down some, and then I'm going to add the other one, which will give it an additional 50 durability for repair. I know that some people they've been getting confused on whether the plus 50 durability, I know it says weapon repair right there, but I've seen it, so I'm going to go over it. The weapon durability plus 50 is just repairing, it's not adding on top of your weapon. And I just wanted to clarify that for some people. Also, in my previous video, I said screws and I meant scraps, but I figured that it's pretty easy to get mixed up because I was just going based off of the picture when I said it. I wasn't even thinking. Let's check out our missions. This is the main story quest, but I know that there's some side missions, and we'll try and do some of that. We're gonna do this. This is a really easy mission. At the beginning of the game, I wouldn't really recommend rushing through the storyline unless you really want to. It gives you a lot more benefits to try and do some side missions. That was a viral. Always search these because they give you the uncommon trophies, and those are very useful. Yeah, the gear is just very similar to the first one, so the higher your level, the better that the shops carry and stuff. And you can really struggle on some of the later missions, especially if you're playing on normal mode and up. Ooh, that was close.
Sometimes I wake up at night and forget the fall even happened. That's about the only time I smile.
Also, don't get too attached to weapons. You'll be going through them very quickly. Like I just purchased this shark teeth not too long ago. I did that in between while I was exploring and grinding, so you guys didn't have to see the grind. And then I turn around and now there's a street cleaver. I'm not going to worry about upgrading just right this second.
I wish someone would deal with the assholes that hijacked our... water.
You met this Ulysses fella?
He was so beautiful.
But who's gone? Do you need help?
Oh, no, my friend. Thank you. But there's nothing to be done here.
But why? Who did you lose?
My fish. My precious fish. Can you imagine what it's like to keep fish when water is so hard to come by? But they were my friends, my teachers.
Welcome to the real world. Clean water is a luxury. Maybe you're better off not wasting water on fish anyway.
I don't blame you for not understanding. You would have to spend some time with fish to understand.
And now, a word from our...
My fish, my precious fish. Can you imagine what it's like to keep fish when water is so hard to come by? But they were my friends, my teachers.
Yeah, so with him to complete his mission, you just have to make sure you remember that. I just went through to show you exactly how that happens.
Why would you sacrifice water for fish?
But why not?
Because water is expensive. It's a rare commodity.
Oh, I know that. I had to give away almost all I had. My supplies, a flour, and my father's weapons. But they can't survive without the water, of course. And out there, in the world, who knows how many fish are left? Most water has been polluted. Oh, all the dead fish I've seen floating belly up. Such a sad sight.
Yeah, that is a interesting standpoint. I mean, fish are rare because the water's rare, but to have to trade that much for the fish seems a little excessive.
Why are fish so important to you?
Can I ask you a question in return? Why is this weapon so important to you?
I needed to protect myself, to survive.
Ah, you see, it's all so subjective, isn't it? What's necessary, what's not? For me, fish are fundamental to existence. Fish teach you everything you need to know about life.
And now I'm curious, where are your fish?
Unfortunately, like I said, my fish are not with us anymore. They're gone.
What happened?
Someone ate them.
Wait, someone ate your fish?
Someone broke into my home and ate all of my fish. Then he drank all the water.
The water you sacrificed so much for. Who? Tell me. Want me to go after him?
Nah, forget about it. I think I know who it was. I saw discarded fish bones in front of his place. But let's forget about it.
What? You don't want revenge? He ate your fish.
One of the many things fish teach you, as I mentioned, is patience and accepting what fate brings you. Once you watch them for a while, just swimming in their tank, they don't question where they are. They don't complain that the tank is too small. They just are.
Wait, what? So let me get this straight. You spent everything on the water for your fish, then someone ate your fish and drank that water, and yet you're not angry?
Oh, I was angry. But what does anger do for me? It causes nothing but negativity and remorse. Maybe one day we'll fish in rivers and oceans again. Fishing. Ah, yes. Fishing can also teach you a lot about life.
You sound like some kind of fish monk.
Oh, I'm poor as a monk now. That is for sure. Farewell, my friend. I'm sorry you can't learn anything from my fish.
Well, he's definitely stronger than me, because I don't know how I would be if somebody broke into my house and ate my pet. Especially in I think anyone would be upset about the pet part, but then they also stole all of his supplies. Hello, everyone. I'm taking a quick break and I wanted to show you this little gym on Facebook called the CNT Mason Jar. They have things for everyone in the family. And I do mean everyone. Look at this gaming headset and controller stand. Beautifully handmade. And did I mention that they take custom orders? That's right, you can have your own controller stand customized the way that you want. Check them out on Facebook. Alright, let's go meet Hakon. I don't know, it looks tempting. tell me the game glitched out. Yeah, we still got some bugs, but, you know, maybe this will have something. If I don't get my face bit off. Oh, nice. First try. Pretty disappointed that I couldn't grab that other item, but
Someone's been stealing our water. Nobody's doing anything about it. Such a shame.
Inhibitor container detected.
one thing to look out for is if you look at the bottom left of my screen, you'll see the little key. The key's flashing and it has a distance on it. That means that there's a crate with most likely the boosters in it. So that's one thing to be on the lookout for.
Inhibitor container nearby.
If this is more great down. Nope.
I don't know how to thank you. Well, let's do it.
He just took off without paying. I will say this, that it's a pretty noticeable difference. Like, I had a profile where I was more so messing around trying to get used to the controls and how everything works. I had that one set on easy to get through it quicker. And this one set on normal, and I can definitely tell the difference with the amount of enemies and how strong each enemy is.
Inhibitor container detected.
these events right here, you'll find several of them across the map. They're nighttime events. They're pretty interesting. I'll probably do one at some point. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this. The way of getting the best ending possible is pretty complicated because there's some people that you'll have to save that you probably won't want to because of how they are. But we'll get to that as we go.
Man, I'm so thirsty. Back off, kid.
I wonder what happened to Japan. They were the first to go dark in 23. Probably all dead.
Also, a neat little trick is you can come up to these little fountains and get some water for health.